The first part of this write-up is to create a chemical equation and write the molar masses in. As you can see here, I have my page set up as is outlined in the Alchemist Cookbook on the lab write-up sheet. So the first thing I'm going to do is put in my chemical equation. I'm going to give you just a quick overview of how to make a chemical equation look nice on a Google Doc. So I'm going to first start with calcium chloride, and calcium chloride is CaCl2. To make the two small, we need to do what's called a subscript. So you go to Format, Text, Subscript. On the right-hand side, you'll also see the keyboard shortcut. For the Mac computer that I'm using, that is Command, comma. You'll be able to see on your type of computer what the shortcut is. I'm going to click Subscript 2, and then you have to unsubscript it, so you have to make it normal again. So again, go to Format, Text, click Subscript again, and that'll make it normal. Then I'm going to tab over, so everything is evenly spaced. So I'm going to write the rest of the equation now. So here I have most of the equation. In the middle, you need the arrow. To put an arrow in, go to Insert, Special Character. It should be one of the first ones that you see at the top. There it is. If you don't see it, you can search arrow, and it'll bring it up. Or if you want to even be more specific, you can just draw an arrow down below, and it'll give you all the different types of arrows that you could use. And you just click it and it'll insert, and you click down and there is my arrow. The next thing that you'll want to do is put in the molar masses. Because we tabbed over, everything should line up when you tab it. So the first one, calcium chloride, weighs 110 grams. Then if I tab over twice, it'll be lined up with the next one. The next one weighs 106 grams. Then I tab over a few times and I line it up with calcium carbonate, which weighs 100 grams. And lastly, my sodium chloride, I have 2 of them for a total weight of 116 grams. So that's the first part. As you can see, my molar masses are clearly lined up under the molecules that they go with. The next thing that you'll want to do is insert an equation so your proportion looks properly set up. To insert an equation, go to Insert, Equation. That'll bring up this little bar here. And we're going to click on this math operations one with this AB on top so that we have it properly set up as a proportion. So let's say I have 5 grams of calcium chloride, CaCl. To get the 2 as a subscript, you can't do subscript, it won't do it properly in the equation. You have to go back to the math operations and click this button here, X with a little a, and then just hit the right arrow on your keyboard and it'll go down. It'll look a little spaced out, but that's all right. And then you can click down and do the other part. So I'll put this over 110 grams, again, of calcium chloride. It's important to label your numbers with what they are in your proportion. So I go to math operations, click that down, go over 1, so it's down there. And then you can put it equal to, and then insert a new equation, the AB, so it'll look the same. Let's say I'm trying to figure out how many grams of calcium carbonate I need, so I put that as X grams of calcium carbonate. Again, to make the subscript, go to the A, tab it over, 3 over 100 grams of calcium carbonate. So next I would say highlight it, make it a little larger because it's kind of small. I'd say 30. And there we have it. And then next to it you can tab over, and to put what X equals, you'll again want to do a new equation. For this, you just start typing X equals 4.5 grams calcium carbonate. So for this, you might want to make it a little smaller so it fits on the same line. And that is how you can properly set up your proportion also for calculation number 2. Make sure you do this for this lab and any lab moving forward where you're using Google Docs to write chemical equations or proportions or things.